welcome to yet another episode of Beyond the Classroom with Bhavna and Dia. Today we have Benson Thomas George, who is the founder and CEO of Unique World Robotics. He's the managing director for Synergian Consultants Private Limited, a passionate trainer and educator. He has been the judge for NASA Space App in 2021. He was the mentor for the championship of WRO 2022. He was also the mentor for the championship of FLL 2023.
Unique World Robotics lays a strong foundation of STEM and robotics to young schoolers and professionals. Benson's corporations are associated with All India Council for Robotics and Innovation, Government of India, and KHDA Dubai. He is a powerhouse in education services and automated future projects. With extensive network spanning South India and UAE. Welcome, Benson. Welcome to the show of PTC.
Thank you, Bhavna, and thank you, Dia, for this opportunity.
So, Benson, tell me what inspired you to venture into robotics?
A very good question, which I normally, have to face a lot of time. See, robotics and AI, when Dubai looks into, it might be very common because government initiate a lot on this. But I come from India at that time because I came to Dubai in 2018. So before that itself, I created a robotics organization back in my hometown in my state, Kerala. The basic inspiration was, I knew that the world is moving towards robotics, AI, and to be very frank, I want to be the front runner. So it's that greedy mind or that thought process. See, if you do it first and if you can create a benchmark, then people will follow. Yes, we started in Kerala, but to be very frank, my state was not mature enough to buy those concepts at that time.
Correct.
And then we moved to Dubai in 2019. We started our initiative, and 10 months, it was an amazing experience. Then, thanks to COVID, everything had to shut down for months. Actually, we started with 3 employees in the beginning in 2019 April. We rose to around 21 in 2020 Feb.
Wow.
And in 1 month time, we went to zero.
That's commendable.
Not to the zero, right?
No, but I think that time everyone faced the same thing.
Exactly.
But then there was some inspiration, right? Like, what was that one point where you feel that
So
I want
it's
to
a
do
combination. It's a combination of my interest towards starting something unique. Plus, yes, I was into this education from 2010 onwards. When I completed my engineering. At that time, in most of the engineering colleges in India, there is a concept called campus recruitment training.
Yes.
Or placement training, you call it.
GDs and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interview skills, GDs, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was fond of being part of those kind of teams so that we can go around, meet new people, motivate them. So I worked with an organization for around 1 year, 3 months. Then by 2011, we started our own campus recruitment company with a couple of our friends.
This was in Kerala.
In Kerala. So, but we started in Kerala, but we branched out to the entire South India, where we had a lot of clients in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and all those parts. Then it was going on pretty well till 2016. Then that time, as I said, the robotics came to my mind. See, I was having a bigger spectrum of not only engineering colleges, commerce, arts colleges, B schools. Even when we went to those kind of colleges, we understood that, the root cause, the problem is not there in the engineering colleges or the arts and science colleges. You have to come down to school. Because, most of the cases in India we have seen, after you join any of your degree program, then they start thinking, what should I do?
Correct, yes.
Why should I?
It's not a career planning from school.
Correct. So there is no proper planning, or rather, I would say, at that point of time, even kids were not allowed to choose. It was more, other
Specific
people.
streams, engineering, medical.
Exactly, and even that too, when decided by other people, right?
Parents.
Or if they don't get into a right college, then they land up in a different course at all, which they thought of they couldn't join. So those kind of things, gave me a thought that is you have to focus on, more younger minds. So help them to understand, make them feel that, this is my thing. So the point is that when that you figure out, no, this is your thing, then you will go to any extreme.
Sky
So
is the limit.
And वैसे भी it's like, robotics is a very handsy thing. So, kids kind of enjoy it more than the conventional way of learning.
I think
absolutely.
awareness also came in recent
Recent
years.
years.
Thanks to COVID.
Yeah, actually, yes. So, how did you develop the curriculum or the content that you're teaching for Unique World Robotics?
Okay. So in Unique World Robotics, what we do is that we have around 5, 6 different segments that we try to cater to develop the STEM skills.
Okay.
So under STEM, so basically the concepts of STEM we are trying to propagate to all our students through robotics, AI, coding, metaverse, 3D designing and 3D printing, as well as space tech. So
Okay.
these 6 different branches we try to make this entire student community of UAE equipped with STEM skills. And for the curriculum, so I mean, see, there are few products which is already, I mean, standardized. They have curriculum is mapped and everything. So what we do is that we take some products which is of global standards. We normally go with the best product in that domain, and we take it. And our engineers who are like most of them are like masters in some subject, or we have a couple of people who have completed their doctoral program. So they tweak or like
Okay.
recreate a curriculum which is aligned with the thought process of that country, because see,
Yes.
you have to rework on the curriculum. Even though it's a global product, you have to tweak it. So some products that we are using in UAE might not be that popular in India or
Correct.
like some other country.
Yes.
So then you have to slightly like rework on the entire framework of any organization. So if you are able to do it rightly, then trust me, the results are like amazing.
So, Unique World Robotics participates in various competitions, challenges. You go nationals, regionals, international. So, how does the team work on it, and are any upcoming projects
Yeah.
that the team is working upon?
So again, these competitions, we understand that this is one of the area where students get exposed. So again, for that, I have a fivefold approach towards any student. So we are not a supermarket of different courses. See, I mean, I don't want to mention a few names, but like if you look into any online platforms, see, they have all structured some courses,
Right.
and their intention is to sell those courses.
Correct.
Like you go to a supermarket, you buy like 10 soaps, and here no. So here what we do is that we tailor make things. So we have, yes, we have some courses. At the very same time, through courses we make sure that the students learn the skill, they have the knowledge. From that part, we want to ensure that once they have knowledge, they want to have exposure that comes through competitions. Then we are trying to ensure that once they have knowledge and exposure, they will have some liking towards a particular topic. Then they can do research paper, patency, and all those things. And then we help them to do internships.
Okay.
Thanks to the UAE government,
Yes.
that they have come up with the law that 15 plus
15
can,
plus
can
years,
do
yeah,
the
because for the
internship.
portfolio, every child is
Absolutely.
required to do this.
And also one more thing we now started is that we created volunteering activities which is
Oh,
STEM
yes.
specific. Not
And-
like going to beach and cleaning the beach is not our activity. Rather, creating a robot to clean the beach is our
Benson,
activity.
tell us more about this volunteering.
Yeah,
activities.
because
We
it's
would-
very important part again for the portfolio that
Absolutely.
so certain number of hours you have to
Absolutely.
do.
So once a student come to Unique World Robotics, we do an evaluation.
Okay.
We understand their interest. Some cases, they just come to try it. So for them, we just give 1 or 2 programs to see how they develop. But as I said, this community is so educated. They come, they have a clarity of what to do, but how to do is something that we are trying to help them. So once we understand a student is focused on one particular topic, we try to help them to align his core theme
Okay.
to all these 5 activities. So
Okay.
the courses he'll be doing will not be any random courses, because we have created around 68 plus courses, and it's no, I mean, every now and then we create new programs
Right.
also. And we don't ask them to do all the programs, but what is their core theme? For example, if someone want to be a AI engineer or
Yeah.
a robotics guy, or someone want to go into space, see, we have courses for that, and again, age appropriate.
Okay.
If someone is 10 years, we have something. When someone is 15 years, we have something
It's-
for them.
yeah.
So once the courses are done, then the competitions are also like that. There are some competitions which are more into space. When you ask that, like volunteering also I'll come into. See, competition, there is a competition now coming up in the month of October called NASA Space Apps Challenge. This is a hackathon organized by NASA for the last 12 years. And see, unfortunately, very less number of people participate in this kind of competition because lack of awareness. So I believe that, see, people need to know about it. So this year we got the license to organize NASA Space Apps in UAE.
Oh, wow.
So we have started the work. So basically, students will get the opportunity to not just participate. We are kind of democratizing the process. We are opening it up for everyone, anyone 15 plus, school students, university,
So
educators.
age is not a bar,
Not a bar.
participating in this space.
Exactly. Not only participating as a participant for the hackathon, you can be a volunteer for this also.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you want
amazing.
to be a volunteer, I mean, you guys can be a
So
volunteer.
I think, dear viewers, please take a note of this, that this
Yes.
competition, get in
Yes,
touch
sir.
with Unique World
Yeah.
Robotics.
Yes.
They can participate also. And the specialty of this competition is that, see, NASA gives 30 different challenges, and each challenge is something that NASA is or other space agencies are researching on. So this hackathon has a collaboration of 13 space agencies.
Wow.
NASA, European Space Agency,
Yeah.
ISRO, Japanese Space Agency, all big names are there in the list.
So one question, like, for a lot of parents, they think that hackathon is all about computer hacking and all that, and kids need to know a lot of programming. Their programming skills should be, polished and all. So is this a myth or is this true?
See, this I would say, no, you have to take it case to case.
Okay.
So in terms with NASA Space Apps Challenge, it's a myth. Why? Because last year there was a challenge which was asking the participants to create a choreography as a solution.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
That's
so-
amazing.
Interesting.
Innovative.
So, why NASA had come up with those kind of thought process is that, see, they want to attract all set of people in the
People,
world.
yes.
And whatever research they are developing, see, innovation doesn't restrict to, okay, if you're an engineer, then only you can innovate. No. See, if you're a lawyer, if you are a,
Correct. So they
homemaker.
don't want to keep it confined in
Exactly.
boundaries, go beyond it.
Absolutely. Anyone and everyone. And the solution is not always coding. It's not
Yeah.
always programming. You can create a video. You can create a poster. You can create hardware. In any particular model. You can
It is
anything.
endless.
Yeah.
So basically, that exact what you have to make is given in the NASA's hackathon, and you're very clear about it, and you can make it.
So, how do your training sessions that kids do in your classes impact their, academic and personal development?
Okay. So the way we approach the entire training process is that we have around 5 spaces across UAE where students can come in after their school hours or weekends. Because our organization works 7 days a week. That's the
Yes.
concept. But our employees, obviously, they get leave, but don't worry. The thing is that, see, we want to make it open for anyone. That at some point of time they feel that, okay, I want to do this. So time won't be a barrier for
Restriction,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So here in our space, what happens when you look into academics as well as this subject, even though this is a skill subject, most of the things comes within this. I'll give you an example. So for small kids, we use Lego to
Yes.
teach robotics
earlier
and
it was
coding.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is more into programming. So
Yeah.
Lego, you have hardware as well as you
as
can
well as,
program.
yes, programming.
So in this classes for students of 8 years, 7 years, we teach cross pollination using Lego.
Oh,
So they
wow.
make flowers using they build their using the Lego
Flowers.
blocks and
Yes.
all. Then they build a bee out of the Lego blocks.
Okay.
They program the bee to go from one flower to another
the other.
flower.
Yeah, cute, yeah.
So,
really
I mean,
interesting.
biology is being taught using robotics and see, very complicated math concepts. See, for example,
Yes.
see, the angles, the geometry thing. See, now, see, one easy application we can say that, see, right now we are using geometry right now here.
Yes,
Okay.
angles with the
Yeah,
camera.
angle is one thing. Have
lights.
you heard of coordinates? The concept
Coordinates,
like
yes.
x-axis, y-axis,
Yes.
Yes.
z-axis.
But I remember it used to be very boring to take a pencil and do it when I was small, x-axis and y-axis.
It
and
was
then,
phobic
you know,
for me,
now
believe
there are
me. That-
so
that
many
is-
different ways of learning it.
But
Yeah.
in a real life application, we three of us are in three separate coordinates, right?
Yes.
So every point in the whole earth is a different coordinate. So in our life, see Google Map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an application
part
of
of our
math.
life.
Yes.
Exactly. So these kind of things, students not only learn, understand, they make. So in our place, we have robotic arms and other things.
Yes.
Correct.
So the pick and place is again coordinates. You can use the concept. So they fall in love with the so-called boring subjects in normal
Right.
school. That's like academics. So most of them, I mean, I would say 99% of our students, because I don't want to claim the perfection, that's why I'm saying 99% of the students are high achievers.
Yeah, because audio visual is a better learning tool for any
Absolutely.
child. You read it, but you
they
do
are
it.
in it.
Yeah,
They're inside the subject.
true.
It's not the usual teacher teaching and then
Exactly.
the students gaining
So
and
it's-
grasping.
Absolutely.
They're
Yeah,
involved
in
into
it.
it.
And also one more concept is there. See, in the traditional classroom, you're not learning how to fail also.
Absolutely right.
You're
That is
not,
very
yes,
important lesson.
Mistakes.
Yeah,
Mistakes are the biggest.
no, and it's part of life. You cannot grow and not make mistakes.
And good part with mistake is you will understand if you do this is going wrong and you correct it. So you know both things.
Offering
But-
solutions.
Yeah, but when you do things in the right way, you don't understand how you're gonna fail.
Correct.
So at some point of time, when serious things happen, you will be stuck up
Of
at that
course,
point.
that
Because code you're not going to get right on the first time. So several attempts, everything for that matter.
yeah.
So, Benson, you mentioned about the space challenge. That is, apart from that, are there any competitions that
Yes.
you would recommend a child who has an interest in robotics would like to enroll?
I mean, 100%. So that's one thing. A few things which I want to tell the entire audience of UAE, through your show or to the entire parent community, because there are few missing elements I see very seriously in terms of robotics, STEM, AI in UAE.
Please
there are,
enlighten
yeah,
us.
sure. So there are couple of competitions which unfortunately not properly happening in UAE for some time, but which is considered as the world's largest. For example, I'll tell you, there is a competition called First Tech Challenge, and there is another competition called First Robotic Competition, FRC. The specialty of this competition is that if any student participate in this competition and if they can win some at some particular point of time, they will be eligible for around 80 million US dollar scholarship
Wow.
through
Whoa.
universities like MIT, Yale, Boston, UPenn, Carnegie Mellon, you name any big organization, big university, they are there. 183 universities, and this 80 million US dollar is for around 3,500, 3,600 students. So on an average, you get
Oh
a
my
huge
God,
amount of
that's
scholarship.
Big.
This is
Yes,
big.
that's very big.
And I'm sure many parents or students are not
Aware of this, yes. I mean, I would have told you where was this 3 years back?
I would say around not only parents, around 99% of the educators
Educated
are also not
also
aware.
not aware.
I mean, again, it's not their fault because see, there should be someone or some organization to talk about this or take up the initiative. So good part is that now Unique World Robotics are officially partnered with this organization called First to organize these competitions in UAE from 2024 onwards.
Wow.
So we are going to roll out
Yeah.
that. And so since the last 2 years, we were not having that opportunity. We used to go to Kazakhstan and other places for the
Yes.
regionals.
Okay.
And we had results also. So 3 of our students right now are full-ride scholarship, got full-ride scholarship in one in Boston, one person into University of Toronto, one into University of British Columbia. The girl who got into Boston University is getting a scholarship of around 1.38 million dirhams, which is around to 2.89 crore Indian
So her
rupees.
entire undergrad and bachelor's is sorted.
Her, like,
oh, sorry,
yeah.
bachelor's and master's is sorted.
No, not the master. So that amount is total expense of her
Acha.
academics,
And-
her travel fare, her accommodation, housing,
oh, absolutely.
meal plan, insurance. So
Proud
literally,
parents.
Proud parents,
Proud
yes.
I
parents.
mean, so if you look into in monetary aspect, see there the return on investment is huge.
Is
Huge,
huge,
of course.
absolute
And I'm
100%.
sure there was so much of efforts being taken. We
Yes.
do see that she got this scholarship, but there were years beyond that she has spent. The
Yes.
parents who have taken efforts and guided her, and of course, Unique World Robotics.
So what I want to tell parents is that, see, whatever your kid's age, if they have interest towards this, start off. But when you look into these kind of universities, they look into consistency.
Yes.
See, this is one point. Typically, I see, since I'm come from India, no, I can relate easily with parents of
Yes.
my country. So most of the Indian parents, especially, have this thought process is that when my child is in 12th or 10th,
I will try finding out that time. Yes, I
and
agree.
that's one thing. The other thing is that even if a parent is ready to do this during the 10th grade as well as the 12th grade, I mean, when I say 12th grade, the final year
Yes.
or the main boards are happening, they
They-
don't want to disturb that. But that's a problem.
Yes.
So you need to have consistency. And the best part is that if you can plan early, you can safeguard these exam time. See,
You can
are sure-
balance
you can
academics
yes.
and the.
So because of that balancing, these three, I mean, it's not just three kids. So now one thing Unique World Robotics is so proud and kind of might be the only organization in the UAE that who have done their these 3 years or 4 years of
Courses.
activities with us have landed up in top 100 universities. Not even any single student
Wow.
is in the 101st rank university. Everyone is in 100. So this year onwards, I'm thinking that, okay, I'll give a blank check to parents that if you are ready to do whatever we are telling for your kids,
Yeah.
and the school academics is guaranteed from your side, this is a
Yeah.
guaranteed thing.
This is amazing thing for the portfolio, especially for kids who are looking into advanced streams of, STEM
Absolutely.
careers. So this is an amazing thing. So how important the role is of a parent is, and the community in supporting kids for the robotics or AI or ML
Okay.
venture.
So one major thing, the community. So that is also something it's been developing over here. So unlike the countries like US and other places, so here it's all self-driven. I would say, like in the sense, parents have to take initiative. Rest, yes, the community, different organizations, companies are aware of these kind of activities, but we don't have a culture of supporting those entire team. So for example, I had a student whose first cousin is in US, and for a competition called FTC, the base team in the sense the first entry point normally is called regionals. In the region itself they got funding from GE.
Oh, wow.
Because for these kind of competitions around, see, if you look into Forbes 500, 384 companies in Forbes 500 are funding this competition.
Yes.
So the problem is that we are not well connected with them. So if we are connected with them, we get support, because it's a costly affair, to be very frank.
Yes.
Some robots to buy, make, it's a little costly
Money is
affair.
involved, yes.
Yeah, and also. But if you can balance it, so like if you can properly plan it, and even if there is no support, also you can do it. But at the very same time, if there is a support from the community, trust me, it is not that they will be landing up in good universities. The innovative solutions they're going to come up with.
Yes.
See, for example, in 2022, we had a competition called WRO, which you mentioned in the
Yes.
beginning. So the theme was My Robot, My Friend. And we had three subcategories. We can choose between healthcare, agriculture, like that. So one of our team choose healthcare as their topic, and they landed up after 10 months of their work with a robot of 3.5 feet height, which can do 8 exercises, therapy for people of sensory processing disorder.
Oh, okay.
So what they have done is that they have researched about autism, sensory processing disorder, talked to the doctors of DHA, done thorough research, understood that if the therapy has to happen. So for people of, I believe you know
Yes,
sensory
I
processing
have,
disorder,
yes,
like
I
if
have,
you so those people, like, occupational therapy is the solution for it.
Yes.
So for OT, for an occupational therapist to come on a regular basis, in UAE the cost is coming to about $17,500 if they're coming 4 days, 5 days a week.
Yes.
Because the regularity is key factor.
Consistency is the
Consistency is
key.
a key factor. That's why, like, if it's consistent, they might, improve in 2 years, 3 years time. If consistency is not, they'd go 7 years, 8 years.
Yes.
So the entire family's daily routine get changed because of that. So the kids, what they have done is that, see, $17,500 is not a small amount. I mean, some
not
families,
easy.
everyone to
It's
afford
not
it. It's
for-
not easy for. So what they have done is that they have researched. So if that 5 days a week can be reduced to 1 day a week or 1 day in 2 weeks time, so the cost can be brought down to
Down.
17,000
Yes.
to, like, 3,000 or 4,000
Correct.
or like 1,500. So they developed this robot which is costing around $1,100 prototype. It's fully functioning. It's still in our office. Anyone can come and test
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
And the students are of age 8. They were in 8th grade and 9th grade when they made this.
I've seen
So like
that.
12 years, 13 years. Yeah, Ms. Dia had seen that. So that particular level of knowledge is there. So now, see, we developed it and we want to take it to next level. See, I'm not an expert in medical domain. So, I mean, yes, we are quite good with robotics and AI. So we want more bigger organizations to support us in these kind of initiatives. So these 3 kids, if they get enough support, they will make lot of things like
Wonders,
that.
yeah. So more sponsorships are also required, right,
Very
for the
much, very much.
projects.
Sponsorship,
The
not
kids-
just the money aspect,
But the
knowledge-wise also is required.
mentorship.
Yes, very much. Very much.
Mentorship is absolutely, with industry experts and everything.
Absolutely.
So,
Benson, would you like to have a message for all the viewers regarding the importance of robotics? I'm sure there are many here who are not fully aware. As you said, awareness is less. So, any message that you would like to give to the
Yeah.
viewers, to the UAE audience?
See, to everyone seeing this show, what I want to tell you is that, see, especially to parents, if you look 20 years back when we were in school and college, the revolution of computer was getting into, like, we were trying to use it
Yes.
in that time. So we were not believing that this is going to take over everything.
Yes.
So, and after some years, we understood that. So one thing is, it's a fact that robotics and AI is going to be a mandatory subject in every class, every subject, every domain you look into. See, right now, if you look into media, look into medicine, defense, manufacturing, anything, it is there. If you look into history, geography, literature, it
It's
is
everywhere.
there. So you cannot stop that coming to you. So basically, the main point that what I want to tell you is that even if you're not going to be the AI engineers, the thing is that you have to develop a skill towards robotics and AI to ensure that you have that minimum knowledge that the world requires. See, if you're not able to understand that fact, then to be very frank, you are out. I mean, I don't want to
would
create
be
a scare.
lagging a bit,
Obviously,
yeah.
it's not lagging. Like, a lot of issues will be there because you cannot work in an environment where everyone are aware of that thing, and it's
Yeah.
very difficult.
So actually, now when we see computer science is basically a part of every career. It's a mandatory part. Whether you're doing that course or not, it's a part of whatever course you're doing.
Absolutely, and no one will ask whether you know it because it is must that you know it.
Yeah.
Correct. So now let's get you on to the hot seat and shoot some rapid fire questions.
Okay, so
So if you had one superpower, what would that be?
to convince the all the big companies to support our students.
Oh, nice. See, what's the weirdest food combination you enjoy secretly?
Cake and pickle.
Oh God.
Wow, I never thought of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you could eat one cuisine every day for the rest of your life, what would that be?
So I come from Kerala. So we have this tapioca and fish curry is something which I love
Yummy.
eating it.
Yeah.
But I know it's not good for health, but
It's okay.
Yeah.
Your meet with Sunita
so
Williams.
yeah.
How was it? Describe in one word.
Can't describe in one word. Trust me.
Speechless.
Speechless.
So name the most adventurous thing that you have done till now.
Me personally, or like
Yeah, you personally or yeah.
If you're okay to tell us, we are fine to hear.
Yeah.
the most adventurous thing for me was once had to go to my college to train my teachers even when I had supplies at that time. So after my engineering college, I was invited as the faculty development trainer for my teachers, who used to give me internal marks, who used to assess my university marks and everything. So that was one of the
The
most
truth comes out slowly. So, if you could switch lives with Elon Musk, what would you do?
See,
Reduce the prices.
No.
no, I mean, yeah, you have already given me the opportunity to switch the life, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I would do, because since I knew Benson, what I will do is that I'll give exposure to all students who want to explore technology through the innovation of Tesla's.
Internship in
SpaceX.
Tesla.
Internship in Tesla.
No doubt, for sure.
Okay.
So what's
Especially for the people from UAE.
so what's the most played song on your playlist right now?
I mean, don't stereotype people like us, but I don't listen to music much. That's a fact. That's
okay.
There may be other people who are, who listen to
problem,
music,
but
but I.
one
Everyone
song.
has choice. 3 apps on your phone which you will never delete.
Okay.
Choice.
LinkedIn is one which, because I need to get connected with, because of my,
Yes.
because I believe what I do, it's not just a passion. Unfortunately or unfortunately, this become my life.
Yes.
So Unical Robotics and Robotics, these things. See, then obviously I connect through all my parents through WhatsApp. So unfortunately, that is also something that I had to. And now, yes, I need to admit that I cannot delete now ChatGPT. So I mean,
I think that is getting ingrained into our lives slowly. Yeah. So if you could magically become fluent in any of the language, what would you pick?
since I love this country, Arabic is something that I really want
Okay.
to.
Netflix or Amazon? Which is your current watch?
Netflix.
Okay.
So, for parents seeking robotics courses and competition, Unique World Robotics is your destination. With unconditional expertise and a commitment that offers transformative learning experience, you will discover endless possibilities for your child's future in robotics at Unique World Robotics. Get in touch with them today.
Thank you, Benson. Thank you so much for your time and all the insightful journey that you have shared. I'm sure the viewers would get in touch with you for all the competitions, for the classes. So, wish you all the best and
Thank you, Diya and Bhavana. This initiative, you are bringing a lot of different topics. Amazing. Please continue. And I believe that more and more episodes goes 1,000, 5,000, 10,000,
Thank you so
all the
much.
benchmarks you reach.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Signing out for now on BTC. Stay tuned for yet another episode. Goodbye.